You guys, welcome back to King Oles. Joseph Parker has just knocked out Simon Kean in round 3. Good solid performance by Joseph Parker. And yeah, just to go through the fight now, of course. Round 1 was actually fairly competitive. I thought, Simon Kean was actually doing a decent job, putting some good shots together. To be fair, and caught Parker on the chin like around 3 times in that first round and was doing a good job. I do think Parker kind of outworked Kean in that first round and mostly outstruck him, but the better shots came from Kean. So I feel like that first round, in a way, you could give it either way, but I would probably give it to Parker because most of the work and the shots landed came from him. The only shots Kean really landed were the power ones that he did land, but apart from those shots, he didn't really throw and Kean didn't really follow up on any of the shots where he did kind of stump Parker a little bit with the right hand. Round 2 was mostly all Parker. Parker was doing a really good job with the jab. Same as in the first round, Parker was doing a good job with the jab throughout the fight. Caught Kean quite a few times, and Kean was just consistently getting caught with that jab of Joseph Parker, and Joseph Parker was able to, do his work a lot off his jab, and, that's what got Kean in a lot of trouble. Parker went to the body a bit in that round 3 where he did end up stopping Kean, and it was a good shot that ended the fight, picked some good shots together, and then it did end the fight as Kean was unable to get up for the 10 count. But yeah, overall, it wasn't a bad fight at all. First 2 rounds, the first round was definitely fairly competitive. The second round wasn't really. Parker then started to take control of the fight in round 2. But I didn't see the stoppage coming in round 3, though. I didn't see it coming in round 3. Kean, Kean, he just had a fairly wide open guard. And to be fair, if you look at it, he was always going to get stopped at some point. The way that Parker was just always teeing off on the jab and and Parker was able to get a bit of a reaction out of Kean quite a lot, especially in that second round, and then in that third round, he really did fully put it on him and got him out of there. Parker needed that, in my opinion. Parker really did need the stoppage. He couldn't afford to go the distance with this guy. He could not. So it's a huge win for Joseph Parker. Where does Parker go from here is a really interesting question. He's I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, Makhmudov, obviously, and Parker, that'd be an interesting one. Makhmudov, though, he's free in the WBC. That fight don't really make sense. Parker, a fight, Parker and Dubois, that's always a fight that I've been interested in seeing. A rematch with Joyce, if Joyce wants to continue on. The first fight with Parker and Joyce was probably one of the fights of 2022, if we're being honest with you. It was one of the best fights of last year. It was a real good fight, so I wouldn't mind seeing that again. I feel like there are still real good fights out there for Joseph Parker, in my opinion, so it's going to be interesting to see what's next for him. To be fair. But yeah, solid performance. The jab of Joseph Parker really good. And, the chin holding up when Kean did land some good shots today. So, all round, I feel like it was a good performance from Parker. Kean did test the chin a bit in that fight, and Parker was fine. And then Parker got an early stoppage, which he needed today. Now it's a big fight in Parker's career. It was kind of a make or break for him. And now we're going to see Parker move on and do his thing now, going back up and fighting the more elite guys in the division now. But yeah, he certainly is an interesting one. Can we do Parker and Bakole? Bakole obviously got a big win earlier on in the night. It'll be interesting to see. But, obviously, Parker's fought some guys now who aren't really too well known. He had a fight in Australia. Then he had this one against Kean, who wasn't exactly one of the well-known heavyweights. But yeah, now he wants to go on and try and move on to those big fights again. And I wouldn't mind seeing him against Dubois. I wouldn't mind seeing him against Joyce again. Parker and Zhang. Parker and Hrgovic. There are some good fights to make for Joseph Parker, in my opinion. Parker and Hrgovic, I like that fight. I do like that fight, Parker and Hrgovic. I feel like that's a good one, but I want to see Anthony Joshua fight Hrgovic. before he fights Wilder. But yeah, look, good solid win today for Joseph Parker. Puts his shots together well. And, the jab, played a big part in his win today. Doing a good job, fully being able to get that through the guard of Kean, and he was able to start most of his shots off of that and get his good combos going as well. And good solid performance by Parker. Anyway, thanks for watching this video of Kean. I'll speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.